my question, you speak about allowing.
Yes.
I have a lot of passions,
Speak up so that all may hear what
That's
you
a
have to
problem I
share.
have. Okay.
It's a
So
what?
a problem. Yes.
It's a what?
No. It's an opportunity I
Thank
have.
you.
Okay.
You were paying attention to the last interaction, yes?
Yes, is
All right.
correct. All right. So in relation to health, vitality,
Yes.
for myself, I struggle.
You what?
Yeah, it's a struggle.
All right.
It definitely, absolutely.
If that's your honest experience.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right.
So I have fevers that will sometimes last an hour, sometimes a day, sometimes a few months.
Yes.
And they will come and go in waves. And
all right. So what are you not acting on that's representative of your excitement?
This is, I think my problem is that quite
You're
often.
what? Sorry, we're selectively deaf now.
It is.
Your challenge is?
It is a challenge, an absolute challenge. Overbearing challenge at times.
An overbearing challenge.
Yes, this is true.
Very creative of you. I won't use the word problem. I'll turn it into an overbearing challenge. It doesn't matter what words you use. We can still feel the energy that you're calling a problem.
Feel it out, okay? And I often feel that.
Do you understand that as you expand your consciousness, the idea is that you are getting higher frequency energies starting to come through you, but if you don't flow them with your expression of creativity and excitement, then they build up within you. But at the same time, it may also simply be part of the process, I'll just put it this way, of burning out old ideas, opening up blockages within your channels. It may simply be part of the process of getting used to handling higher frequency energies, and it may be revealing to you how many different kinds of ideas you have that aren't necessarily in alignment with who you truly are.
Okay, so
yes,
I'm just trying to tie that all in. So if I have the dreams and the passions, but then if like I wake up and I'm like, oh, it's one of those days where I don't feel well now, so I can't go do this, that, and yeah.
Does it only express itself as a fever?
It can be my stomach. I don't know if it's food or what the influences are, and nothing and no one are like, it's just
all right. So again, we will ask the question. Are you afraid to move forward? Because you are afraid that something bad will happen?
I'm afraid not to.
But obviously not enough.
Apparently.
So, can you be honest enough to know what it is that you are afraid of in terms of moving forward? Do you simply have contradictory belief systems within you that are connected to things they don't need to be connected to, that says that if I do this, then this will happen? Do you want us to take another approach here?
Yeah.
To make it a little bit clearer?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's choose something specific in your life.
Okay.
Is there something that you would love to be doing that you're not doing as fully as you would love to be doing it, or at all?
Absolutely. Travel.
And that would be what?
Traveling.
Traveling. Any particular places?
The world, cultures, people, places, nature, animals.
And you are not doing it because of what reasons?
Financially.
I see. That's usually number one for all of us.
Usually, right? I'm close, but not.
However, you've heard us talk about the real definition of abundance, yes?
Yes, the ability to do what you want to do.
No. One more time. The ability
to do
what you need to do when you need to do it.
Yes.
Not what you want to do, what you need to do.
Okay.
So the idea is, if you understand that definition of abundance, then why would you be so focused on needing finances in order to live your dream? I'm not saying they can't come, but why make that the focus as if there's no other way it could happen? Why? Why make that assumption? Why limit the ways in which support and abundance could come to you to allow you the opportunity to live your dream? Why limit it by focusing on only one form of abundance and insisting that that must be the form or nothing else can happen? You're shutting the door to all the other forms in which abundance could come. Why?
I don't know why.
Sure you do.
I would love
Sure
to
you do. Sure you do. Sure you do.
consciously know why.
But you do.
I
You have
do.
been raised to have a definition of abundance that's limited.
Right.
Period. It's as simple as that. Are you willing to believe that the definition of abundance can be as expanded as we're suggesting? Are you
Yes.
willing?
Absolutely.
Are you
Absolutely.
sure?
Absolutely.
Then when will you start traveling? When will you take some action in the direction? Whether it manifests or not is not the point. Whether it comes to fruition or not is not the point. The point is, when will you take whatever action you can take in your present circumstances that is in the direction of what you say is representative of your highest joy?
I feel like I've done that and ended up in debt.
That's because of your focus, though. Don't you understand? It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You have proved to yourself that your belief is correct,
Right.
but you have to completely abandon that belief in order to have a completely different experience. If you have a belief that finances is really the only way, and you make a move in the direction of your excitement, but still bring that belief with you, it's going to bring you into the circumstance that is the result of carrying that belief, which is because it's so important to have finances, you will find yourself without them. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You are creating a kind of a ricochet effect, a reflective effect, a self-fulfilling prophecy effect by making that belief so important. And then by acting on it, but believing that if it doesn't go a certain way, you see, here's where the insistence comes in. Here's where the expectation comes in. Then you create exactly the opposite effect because it's showing you that you're carrying the wrong baggage. You're carrying the wrong belief. It doesn't work for you.
How do I go begin actually shifting that though?
Well, again, you have to examine with real honesty whether or not you truly are willing to buy into the idea that abundance can come in many forms and that you will be supported however you need to be supported. And that may not always be through money. What if money is not the path of least resistance all the time? What if money slows down the process? Would you insist on it then? If someone came along and said, I'm going to give you a free trip around the world, would you say, no, 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 I've got to get the money first?
Absolutely not.
But that's what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
You just said, no, I would never say that. But that's what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
You follow me?
Mm-hmm.
When you actually understand what you're doing by insisting on the money, then you understand that that's actually what you're telling the universe. No free trips, please. No other form of abundance, please. Gotta have this first.
Okay.
You understand? That's what you're actually saying. So, is that what you prefer to say?
No.
All right. Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right. So, are you willing to believe? Are you willing to know that you, yes, little you, is worthy of all the total unconditional support the universe has to offer? Are you willing to believe you deserve that?
Willing? Yes.
Do you believe that you deserve it?
I'll have to work on that.
Thank you for your honesty.
Yeah.
What is preventing you from believing that you deserve what the universe is giving you all the time anyway? Because understand, it's actually supporting you all the time. It's just that you're telling it to support you in a negative belief. So it says, okay, I will reinforce the negative belief that you're choosing to buy into,
Right.
that you don't deserve abundance in this way. I'll support you. That's the paradox. The very fact that your reality is supported in the negative is proof that you're being supported. So why not be supported in the positive?
Right.
Why not? It's the same mechanism, but you're the one with your belief system that is insisting that the way you will be supported is not the way you prefer to be supported. Yet you're insisting on it by holding on to beliefs. And those are the only things the universe has to work with.
Mm-hmm.
You're the one deciding the filter through which it reaches you. It supports you. I want you to support me through this negative belief rather than this positive one. That's what you're saying. Doesn't make sense, does it?
Mm-mm.
So is that something that you believe you can change within yourself?
Yeah.
Because there's nothing really special or more special, or shall we say more likely, about the negative belief than there is about the positive one. Is there? Or do you have a belief that there is?
No, I don't.
Because you see, that is one of the tools that the negative belief uses to trick you into remaining with the negative belief. It will attempt to convince you that there is more difficulty in buying into a positive belief than remaining with the negative one that you're already familiar with. Don't you like it here? It's nice and comfy. I know it's not exactly what you prefer, but you're used to it. And it's a big scary world out there, and who knows what'll happen, so why not just stay here with us?
So in relation to the health aspect though, because it's like what comes first, the chicken or the egg? Because when you're in a
The
state,
energy comes first. Your physical health is always representative of your energy state over time.
mm-hmm.
So the idea is that when you allow yourself to stop blocking the energy, you will probably not experience the fevers in the same way, because you will have allowed the energy to flow through you instead of blocking up within you and building up heat.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So flow. Go with the flow. Go with your flow. Follow the current by relaxing in the stream. If you're actually relaxing and surrendering to the flow of creation's stream, you don't have to swim. You just have to float.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean you don't take action. I'm not saying just be lazy. It's not what we're saying. But if you go with the current, it will guide you unerringly to where you need to be. And you don't have to insist on where that should be, because you will be where you need to be. And it will be perfect for you at that moment and every moment.
Mm-hmm.
Let this sink in at whatever rate you are comfortable, whatever pace you are comfortable, allowing it to sink in. But I guarantee that when you do, it will work for you just as easily as it works for you now in the negative. It will work for you in the positive just as easily.
Okay. Thank you.
Because creation doesn't discriminate between those. It doesn't discriminate between the polarities. Both are valid in the eyes of creation. So if you say, negative belief, yes sirree, creation says, okie dokie, I'll back you up. But when you say positive belief, absolutely, ma'am, creation says, okie dokie, I'm on your team. Because it doesn't care what you choose, because everything is valid in the eyes of creation. You're the one that gets to decide. That's your power. Do you understand? That's how powerful you are, all of you. You get to decide. You get to make the choice. That's your power. Yes?
Yes. Yes.
Does that help you?
Yeah. I'll
All
have
right.
to re-listen to all this and
If you
do
insist,
the work, of course.
then thank you.
Thank you.